So we want to help you make your very own epoxy countertop from scratch. And we want to show you every step all the way through exactly how this is done. We've been doing this for a lot of years, over 10 years in epoxy and making counters and stuff. And we want to see if we can take all those years of knowledge, put it right into a few videos and help others in their journey. Check this out. So over here is where we got things sitting ready to go. Okay, this is we just built this little box down here to get everything up off the concrete floor. This is an original butcher block slab, 8-footer, just sitting under there, ready to be used. This is one of the counters that we've already started fabricating. This is biscuit jointed right here to make the shape of the kitchen counter. This is the one we're getting ready to work on. And we have 5 of these coming up. We have 5 of these we're doing, but we want to show you, look, check this out. This is their pretty island top already. This is in the middle of their kitchen. This is their island top. So this is why we want to show you. This was completely fabricated, start to finish, the design, all of it, and it all started just like this. Butcher block slab right out of the store. So you know butcher block comes 25 inches wide. This is 36 inches wide at that point. So this is actually wider than the 36. This is all the way over here at the 42, 43 mark. It was a weird design and weird shape. So we did a template to make that. We made this one and got it out of the way so that we have room for, we have the kitchen counter that is sitting right here that matches that guy. Those go in the kitchen. This one that we're working on is getting ready to be split in 2 for 2 small vanity tops in the bathroom. The other one underneath the kitchen one that we're going to be working on also is a centerpiece in the bathroom, kind of sits here. And these sit to the left and to the right of it. So this will all make sense here in a little bit, but we want to bring you all with us, start to finish, looking like this and coming out looking like that. So it's probably going to take a couple of videos. Just stay tuned, keep watching, and we're going to walk you from start to finish all the way through to make these. All right, so as we're getting ready to get started, here's our first 8-foot long butcher block slab right out of the store. We are going to get 2 vanity tops out of this. And to give you an example, here you go. In their bathroom, this is the one that's going to be that right there. This one is this side. This is the one that actually set in the middle of those 2 up higher and overlap both of these 2 smaller ones. We just drew them separate in our dimensions so we can see everything as a whole. So we're going to be making these 2 right now for the bathroom. Both of these have sinks in them. And we'll get into all the details of what we're doing to each one. All right, so look, here's our 2 pieces now. There's our bigger one of the 2. There's the smaller one of the 2. This was the center section, and this is how we get these blocks to set all that stuff on anyways, the scrap pieces. But I do want to tell you this, we do not cut through this in one swipe, okay? I know you can. It being hardwood, we've got very good blades on these, you know, a lot of teeth. There's 100 teeth on this blade right here, but why we only cut half, it takes a lot of the stress out of everything. It takes binding out of the equation. So that's why we sit here and take one of our levels and use it as a guide rail. Now, we don't just set that down anywhere. It's all based. This is just a little Rowby skill saw. So it's all based on where your fence line is. Our blade to our fence line is exactly 1 3/8 of an inch. So we transfer that over here to the edge, and we take in account that the thickness of the blade is a 1/16. So that's where we know where to set this. We clamp it down, and we use this like a straight edge or a guide. So then we half it, then we drop the blade all the way, and then we cut it the rest of the way. That way everything stays pretty nice and factory, you know, and it's ready to kind of sand and make good. Okay, so there's the smaller of the two. There's the other one. We've separated those. Again, now we're using 2 scrap pieces on this side, 2 on that side to get that lifted even higher, because now you can see here's our sink. This is the template and the shape of this in particular sink, as well as this one. This is the front view. The front view kind of smiles down at you, but they are both identical sinks to match. One top is just bigger than the other because of the layout in the bathroom. So this gets us up and plenty of clearance going around this with a jigsaw so that we're not under here disturbing anything or cutting into anything, our framework, any of that. So that's why it's lifted so high. So now we're going to pre-drill, take a bit down in here and get a little hole, get it started to get our jigsaw blade down in there, and then we're going to cut both of these 2 out of both of these. Okay, so there it is. We've got the sink cut out. There's the smaller one with the sink cut out. What we'd like to do right now is we'll actually drop the sink in here, test it, make sure everything fits properly. Great little tip right there. You never want to sit here and go through with the entire project and not check that sink, just in case something's tight. You can fix it now as opposed to later. But the next step we're getting ready to do, the way this one sits, okay, the smaller one is different. We'll get into that here in a minute. This one right here, actually, that side butts to a cabinet, the back butts to a wall. So the front here is open and there is no wall here on this right side. So we are going to take a 3/4 routing bit. Now these suckers ain't cheap. These little 3/4 bits right here that make this perfect little bend over, you know, these are about $70, $80 just for the bit. But we've had this one a long time. It does really well. So we are going to route the face of this, route that turn, and then we're going to flip it over and do the bottom part just on these 2 sides. That's it. Okay, so look, we just got done using this. Don't worry about the dust. We're going to get all this shot back up, but I just wanted to show you, this is our first pass here in fabricating this. Again, this is going to hit the wall. This is going to hit another cabinet down here. So this is the actual face of what people will see when they come in the bathroom. This particular bit, being 3/4 with this 1.5 inch, works perfectly. That 3/4 goes right in and bends that top right over to the flat spot. When I got to the end, I ran off, went back into this side, backed up a little bit, and then took off with this way. This is what's going to be showing. And now it's simple. I'm going to take this and actually flip it. Now I'm going to route this and this. That way it's over and under. And one more thing I want to show you real quick. If you notice, this side looks totally different than the other side. Check your butcher block if you buy it. Don't just sit down and start going to town. Look at both sides, because if you look at this side here, look at the size of this hole. This is a good size hole. That's a slit. This is a big hole. So we seal the bottoms so that they're no longer breathing because it's wood. But if this was the front side, this is a whole lot more work to get all these fixed. So we try to do the easier of the 2 sides. There ain't one huge hole on this side whatsoever. So make sure to look at that when you decide which side you're going to do. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to zip this side and this side. And then we're going to get this one out of the way. This one is actually done being fabricated. There you go. That's what you're looking for. Over and under, all the way down. Now we're going to take a 220 sanding pad. We'll show you. Now we're going to smooth this right over like glass. Okay, so this part here is pretty crucial. If these were going to be some sort of oil finish or something like that, we would actually walk this bend. Look at that pretty bend now. So it's over and under, which is awesome. Show them that little side view right there, Tom. There you go. So what it is now is I'm going to clean up this little sink edge here. It's got the little hairs, the little splinters right there. I'm going to clean that up. All that's going to be hidden by the drop-in sink, so it's no problem. But I am going to, as smooth as this is, I'm going to take a 220 pad, and I'm literally just going to start what we call combing this, going around with the flow. And we are just trying to get this, you know, a lot smoother than it is. If there's any little hairs or fibers or anything sticking out that the resin could catch, that anything could catch, that's the whole purpose of what we're doing. We don't need to walk this down to any type of grit because it's not going to be an oil finish, it's going to be a resin finish. So I'll give you a little demonstration here. Okay, so look, we're done. Now look, I'm going to show you where these two corners come together. See how pretty that is? So it's over and under. There you go. So there's that one. There's our second one. Okay, this is our center one here. So again, like I was telling you earlier, right here in the picture. So right there, that guy, that is that one. So there's all three. 1, 2, and 3 back there. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. But before you go, look, this is our next video. This is part 1 of fabricating all these. Our next video, we're going to bring you in because you can clearly see where this is 2 pieces. It had to be because of its size. So we're going to show you exactly what we do here to doctor up and hide this seam prior to the resin going on. This seam right here has been biscuit jointed. So there is 5 little biscuit joints down in here, and then we close that together with wood glue. So that's the seam we have left. And just furthermore, so this one over here is the finished one. We've had plastic over this to protect everything. But I want to point out, this was 3 foot wide. Our seam is right here somewhere. You'd never see it in a million years. It's gone. It ain't there. It don't exist. But on the front side, that slab I just showed you looked just like this one. So we want to go over and show you how to hide that. Here's another seam that we're right in the middle of hiding. We'll probably show you that too. We still got to cut out this sink. But there's our 5 counters. And we've got 1 done and 4 more to go. So you all stay with us, hang with us, and we'll walk through every bit of this stuff because these are breathtaking. They are beautiful when they come out. As usual, we hope this helps everybody at home. And until the next one, you guys, we'll see you back real soon.